And then I was talking to somebody else who has been incredibly successful at marketing. And I go, what's the trick for what you're doing? How'd you pull this off? And he goes, everybody wants something. You just have to figure out what it is. The rich want status and praise. The rich and unknown want fame. The famous want privacy. He goes, so I just figured out how to create products for each of those use cases. So he's like, for the famous people, I gave them privacy. For the rich but unknown, I gave them a pathway to fame. For the successful person who's got it all, they still want access into the right rooms and they want praise. And he's like, you just got to know who you're selling to because it'll tell you how to sell it. And I thought, okay, that's pretty good. And yeah, I've heard this before in other versions. It's like you sell a mom safety, you sell you sell the busy parents time, you sell the woman youth, you sell the male power. You basically, you got to know kind of like what's the one word you're ultimately selling to a person, right?
Yeah,
like the one word of this podcast that we try to sell is inspiration. And so we're going to talk about hundreds of different people, hundreds of different cool things they've built, hundreds of different ways to be successful, hopefully so that you are ultimately inspired to do some badass shit yourself. Like this is just a podcast where we shout out people doing things that we think are pretty badass and therefore hopefully inspire somebody to do a badass thing in their own version of their life.